Why the first cause cannot be energy. The concept of a first cause is a cornerstone in philosophical and theological discussions about the origin of the universe. Rooted in the principle of causality, that every effect must have a cause, the first cause argument seeks to identify what initiated everything that exists. Many theories have arisen to explain this foundational cause, with some positing energy as the primal substance or first mover of all things. However, when examined closely through philosophical and scientific lenses, energy as the first cause encounters significant limitations. 1. Understanding energy and causality. Energy, in physical terms, is the capacity to do work. It comes in various forms: kinetic, potential, thermal, electromagnetic, and nuclear, among others. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, according to the law of conservation of energy, but it can be transformed from one form to another. Energy thus implies a pre-existing system or structure within which it functions. It relies on conditions and states rather than existing independently of them. Causality, on the other hand, implies a sequence in which a cause precedes an effect. This relationship necessitates that a cause is distinct from the effect it brings about. In order to claim energy as the first cause, one would need to demonstrate that energy can exist independently, create from nothing, and generate all states, forms, and variations without dependency on external conditions. Yet energy as we understand it cannot act independently of a framework. It exists within the universe's physical laws and structures. Consequently, energy appears less likely to be the first cause due to its contingent nature. 2. The temporal paradox. A first cause must logically be timeless and eternal, as it would need to precede all time and causally initiate the universe without being bound by temporal constraints. However, energy, as observed in physics, operates within time and space. The transformations energy undergoes, such as those from potential to kinetic states, all occur within the temporal framework. For energy to act as the first cause, it would have to exist outside of time, which directly contradicts our understanding of how energy behaves and exists. Even if energy could be conceived of as timeless, energy inherently implies activity, which presupposes change, a notion that necessitates time. Thus, energy as a timeless entity seems incompatible with our current understanding of time, change, and causality. This leads us to ask, how could energy act as a cause if it is outside of time, given that causal actions imply a sequence, which implies time? 3. Energy's dependency on physical laws. Another key reason energy is unlikely to be the first cause is its dependence on the physical laws governing the universe. Energy's behavior, its transfer, transformation, and conservation, is structured by these laws, such as the laws of thermodynamics. Without a universe to govern, these laws would not exist. If energy depends on these laws, it cannot logically precede the universe, as it would require the universe's framework to function. Therefore, energy cannot be independent. It relies on a set of conditions that presuppose the existence of a physical universe. A true first cause, in contrast, would need to be uncaused, self-sufficient, and independent of the physical laws that bind energy. It would require the power to create those laws. If energy cannot be independent, then it fails as a candidate for the uncaused cause of all that exists. 4. The non-personal nature of energy. Energy is non-personal. It has no will, intention, or awareness. The universe, however, is a complex, highly ordered structure with properties that enable life, purpose, and rationality. A first cause that gives rise to such an ordered cosmos would need to account for intentionality and purpose. In classical philosophy and theology, a personal first cause, a being with intentionality, is necessary to explain the specific conditions under which the universe exists as a structured, ordered whole rather than as chaotic matter. Energy, as a non-conscious force, lacks the capacity to create with intention, meaning, or purpose. The finely tuned constants and variables necessary for life to exist suggest an intentional design, a direction that energy alone cannot provide. This points toward a first cause with attributes beyond mere power or force, one capable of intentional and purposeful action. 5. The nature of existence and self-causation. A first cause must be self-existent and capable of actualizing itself and everything else. This self-causative power implies a self-sustaining existence, meaning it does not rely on any external condition or prior existence to continue. Energy, by contrast, is always observed within a state or framework that allows for its function. It cannot self-cause or exist independently. Self-existence is an attribute associated with a being or entity with inherent existence, one that is eternal, necessary, and fundamentally different from contingent entities that depend on other causes for their existence. A first cause must have aseity, self-existence, and independence from all contingent systems, something that energy inherently lacks. 6. Energy is a contingent entity. Finally, energy in its observable forms is part of the universe's contingent reality. Contingent entities are those that could, in principle, be otherwise or not exist at all. They rely on external conditions to exist, meaning they are not necessary beings. A first cause, however, must be a necessary entity. Its existence must not depend on anything outside itself. Energy, by depending on various conditions, space, time, laws, fails to fulfill this criterion of necessity. Conclusion. Beyond energy to a necessary first cause. In considering energy as a potential first cause, we find it lacks the essential qualities required to initiate and sustain all existence. Its contingent nature, dependency on temporal and physical frameworks, and inability to self-generate disqualify it from being the origin of everything. These limitations lead us to seek a first cause beyond energy, one that is timeless, self-existent, necessary, and personal. Philosophers and theologians argue that only an uncaused, self-sufficient being, often identified as God, satisfies these requirements. This first cause would not only exist independently but also possess the intentionality and self-causative power to bring forth the universe, guiding it with purpose and order. Thus, while energy is an essential component of the universe, it lacks the attributes to be the ultimate first cause, pointing instead to an intelligent, necessary being as the origin of all that exists. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment below if you agree or would like to add your thoughts. If you would like me to respond to your comment, please make a level 1 comment directly below the video. I will respond to all polite level 1 comments even if it takes me a while, due to other commitments.